Hey everyone, welcome to One Connected Love. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Christina.
And we're true twin flames in union. And we're here to bring you this week's important topic, which is how to get close to your twin flame. Yeah,
this is important because, I think this is like why everyone gets started on the twin flame journey, right? Is you want to get closer to your twin flame.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is you want to get closer, but your twin flame says no.
Yeah, your twin flame's not having it, or they're blocking you on social media, or whatever, they're doing to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we can, jump into like why this happens, why, if my twin flame is me, then why don't they want me like the same way I want them?
Exactly.
Yeah, so we can just briefly jump into the divine mirror, the idea of the divine mirror, right? So your twin flame is your divine mirror, and they are you, yes, your one consciousness, but they also reflect you and your core choices.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever your core choices, choices you're making in your core is what they reflect to you. Now let's get clear that we're not talking about surface choices. So like in your conscious mind, you may be like, well, I'm choosing to be with them. I'm choosing to love them. No, we're talking about the deeper choices that are being made in your core, whether there is, some type of control happening or something like that your twin flame reflects to you. It's really your blocks to love that they reflect to you.
Yeah, and let's just make it a little more clear there too that they're going to treat you how you treat yourself.
Right.
Because you're both making the same core choice about how much love you're willing to receive.
Right. And, someone may be there saying, well, I love myself a lot, and I take myself out, and I pamper myself, and I do this, and I do that for myself. And that may be the case. You may love yourself in that way, and that's great. But humans are very deep and multifaceted, and there's lots of layers to their being, right? And while you may be loving yourself in one place, there may be blocks in another place that you're missing, or you may be treating yourself in a certain way on a deeper level that you may not be seeing. And that's why that brings us to our next step on how do you see those deeper things that you're doing to yourself.
Yeah, and I just want to clarify too that this is not a normal soulmate relationship where you can kind of put on an act or put on a facade or just make someone happy to have a relationship. Your twin flame is your divine mirror. They're reflecting how you choose to treat yourself. And there's, it's a very high vibration. It's a very high energy relationship. And so, yes, you may be loving yourself. In fact, you loving yourself is probably what got you on this journey because you don't manifest something that you can't receive.
Right.
But you're being invited to go way deeper in love.
Right.
So yeah, you do love yourself. And now that love is ever expansive, and you're being invited to look at these other places where you're not yet loving yourself all the way. And so, the mirror exercise is how we find those upsets, how we find those places where we don't love ourselves all the way.
Right. And, the mirror exercise, you may have heard it in the twin flame community a lot, and it's because it's so important. What the mirror exercise is, why it's so effective is because it helps you get clear on the blocks that you can't see. Jeff and Shaleia, they always say, what you're upset about isn't what you're actually upset about. And you may have a surface trigger and you may be upset about something, but the mirror exercise will help you actually get clear on what's actually happening inwardly and spiritually. What the core choices that are being made that are really affecting you. In most cases, you're not upset about what you're actually upset about. There's something else going on. And that's what your twin flame reflects to you. So the mirror exercise helps you get clear there.
Yeah, and you can learn more about the mirror exercise in Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover by Jeff and Shaleia. And, it's really important to recognize that the core purpose of this journey is ascension. And what does ascension mean? Well, ascension means, living a high vibrational life with the ultimate goal of like being one with love, right? One with your source. And so like, basically, that's what your twin flame's purpose is in your life. Obviously, it's also to have a divine romance, right? But you can't have that divine romance if you're not honoring their purpose in your life, which is to point you to deeper into love, right? And so a lot of people get stuck in this place where they want to get something from their twin flame. And, to be fair, that's how a lot of other soulmate relationships operate. It's transactional, like I feel bad here, please give that to me. And then I'll make you feel good over here. And then we can have like this dynamic. Right. But the thing is that like, that's just never going to work with your twin flame because they are you. They're you're one at the core. And so it's basically like going in circles with yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
And, to take that a little bit deeper is going back to like surface things versus like deeper things. Yes, you can't be transactional with your twin flame where you say like, oh, I'll do this for you, and then you do that for me. You give me all your love. And that may work in regular relationships, but say, for example, something lighter, like here's an example where you are doing something for your twin flame that they're happy about or they enjoy or they receive, but inwardly, like if you do it, it's something about it doesn't feel good to you, like you're doing it too much or you're giving them too much, and inwardly it's sort of like taking from you. Well, you're doing something nice for them, but they're going to reflect how you're taking from yourself inwardly. And what the thing here is that you need to give to yourself, and your cup needs to be filled before you're actually giving, right? Right. Yeah, good. So yeah, you can't get something from your twin flame. Good. So then that brings us to the most important point here, like Christina already touched on it, is that the twin flame journey is really all about you. And it's about you and your relationship with the universe or the divine or God or however you identify in that space. And it's really, the twin flame path is really a path of ascension. It's a path of deeper love. And as long as you are focused on that in a very genuine and sincere way, and the goal of your twin flame path is to love yourself, then everything else automatically falls into place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like when you really choose to unconditionally love yourself, that's when you can actually unconditionally love your twin flame. Right. And that removes all the resistance that's in the way of your relationship. Because love is an extremely attractive force. Yep. And so, the places where you're not yet unconditionally loving, those points are going to feel like they're going to get pointed out, in your union until you make new choices there or you bring love to that space. And yeah, it's important to approach your journey in a really sincere, genuine way. And if you don't know how to be sincere, because there's a part of you that feels so deeply lacking in love somewhere, well, there's your work, right? Like that's where you can bring your attention and love yourself there. And that's how you'll get closer to your twin flame, is through filling up your cup with love in that space. And it's, it might sound hokey, but it's not. It's entirely true that it really is about giving yourself the love and attention that you need.
Right. So if you're experiencing something that's like a dynamic, very common, like twin flame obsession, or you are super focused on your twin flame or feeling loved by them, that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. But you want to explore the reasons why you feel that way. In reality, you and God or the universe should be the most important person in your life. And you should be exploring why, if all your attention is outward, why isn't your attention inward? And those are the feelings there that you want to explore with the mirror exercise. And as soon as you come to a place that's genuine, where you are loving yourself as your top priority, just because you want to and just because you deserve it, then that's, has a huge effect, and it's very magnetic in your twin flame journey.
Yeah, it'll get reflected to you.
Good.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else?
No, I feel complete there.
Yeah, I feel complete. Well, we hope you enjoyed this topic. It was an awesome video. If you want more content like this in the future, feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. Once again, we're Daniel and Christina. We're Ascension coaches, and we do private coaching. We do group coaching and private readings. If you're interested in learning more about our services, check out the link below to our website, oneconnectedlove.com. And as always, we'll see you next time. Take care.